What's going on, guys? JUlbert here. Today, I am going to show you exactly how to run a modern tax business step by step, even if you're brand new to automation. So, if you're a tax preparer, an EA, or you know any tax preparers, send this video to them, grab a pen and paper, be ready to take notes, right? Guess what the struggle is for most tax preparers? Client dropping documents late, chasing people for W-2s, answering the same questions over and over every single year. Messy follow up, missed appointment, zero shows, long night during tax seasons. Oh man, and inbox is a chaos. Okay, this tool called HighLevel can literally help you fix all of that and more. So by the end of this video, you know exactly how to build an automated tax client intake system, a document collection engine, a tax season follow-up machine, so you can literally get this thing going on automation, a ready prep pipeline, signature and payment automation, and an educational portal system. So all those questions you keep answering, you don't have to do that anymore. You can literally send them those videos and they can watch it and learn. And also client renewal workflow. Plus, I'm going to give y'all two specific creative strategies that I haven't heard anybody else talked about. So get ready, grab pen and paper. Let's go. All right. Number one, most tax preparers stay overworked, right? So they don't lose money during tax season because they don't have clients. They honestly, the most money they lost is because they don't have system. It's missing document. It's slow follow up. It's manual onboarding for each client, and that takes a lot of time, right? And that creates the bottleneck because now clients don't know what to send. Clients send things late. Clients send the wrong documents. Documents are scattered. Email after email threads is all over the place. You're chasing people to get the information. Nothing is organized. Everything becomes last minute. And guess what? Piss poor preparation come with piss poor performance. So the tool HighLevel, it remove all that friction because now you can literally run your tax business in HighLevel. Make sure that you have one organized inbox so you can see everything that's happening, one pipeline for all your tax client. You can automate document reminders to make sure these things get done on time. You can automate follow up. You can automate payments. You can automate signature. You can literally automate almost anything in the platform, even like the education, the renewal, status update, all of that. And guess what? Everything you wish you had during tax season now lives in one place. And I'm going to share the three systems you need to kind of get the ball rolling. And I think every tax business should have it. You could be a one-man show or you have multi-location. All right. So here are the three machines that you need, right? The first one is a tax client intake machine. The second one is a document collection status pipeline engine. And the third one is a client renewal upsell engine. So I'm going to break this down so you know exactly what I'm talking about, okay? So the system number one, the automatic tax client intake machine. So you have a client that comes in, okay? The way most tax office onboard clients, they do it manually. It's slow, it takes time, it's chaotic, things get lost. What you can do is automate the entire process. Step one, clients getting started with you, you send them what's called a tax intake funnel. In that intake, there's one page. They're basically filling out information, filing status, business personal return, dependents income, sources, right? Deadlines, prior year issues, missing form. You just collecting data, right? As soon as they press the button submit, it goes right into the HighLevel system. It creates a profile for them. It tags them, let's say 1040, Schedule C, business return, etc. Then it adds them to the onboarding pipeline. And what that does, it triggers an onboarding workflow. Follow me so far? All right. Step two, you automate the first touch. So once that's done, client immediately get like a welcome text and a welcome email. Boom, automatically. A document checklist. Your calendar link so they can book a time, and they get a link to the portal so they can start learning. and you set up expectation for turnaround, right? So now you literally eliminates no shows, unclear communication, clients asking, what do you need from me? All those repetitive stuff, and you get your time back. Next, step three, it automatically notify your team. I would recommend you have a virtual assistant that can, that's the human touch into all this. Get clients detail, figure out what documents missing, call the clients, make sure due dates are taken care, managing and operating the system that you built, right? So now your tax business is in automation. That's your first system. System number two, document collection and prep pipeline. To me, this is where HighLevel can transform your tax business. Document request automation. You build a workflow that literally sends a checklist, automated reminders every 48 to 72 hours, conditional reminders based on what the clients didn't upload, a pause when the client submits everything, or an escalation if you don't hear back from the clients and they went silent. And guess what? All that is automated. You don't have to do it. The machine is doing it. Clients are automatically moved to ready for prep, to in review, to awaiting signature, to completed, right? The system updates itself as soon as the client completes a step. That is massive. They get status update automation. Clients love those. So what do I mean by that? Every time they're moved from one step to another, from one stage to another, they get an automatic text. Ding, we receive your documents. Ding, your documents being reviewed or being prepared. Ding, your documents being reviewed. Ding, your signature is needed. Boom, your e-file has been accepted. Boom, 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 boom. You know what that does? Eliminates endless updates. No more angry clients. No more confusions. No more communication headache. That's a big one, right? Because now you can really build business the way you should build it. And after you upload the draft return, HighLevel can send a secure signature request. Once everything's signed, a payment link is sent out. Once they're paid, you get that notification. Everything go right through the workflow. All right. So that's the power that you can build with this platform as a tax professional, because now you're running an automated tax practice just like the big boys. Okay. So I think that if you've been thinking about getting your business automated, this is the right time. And system number three, this is what we call a renewal, referral, and off-season revenue. To me, this is where you can multiply your money. You could have a 90-day, 60-day, or 30-day tax season prep, right? 90-day before tax season, guess what's happening? You warming up those client base, right? You encourage early document submission, okay? You reduce this chaos, and you cut down last minute rush because you've been texting and emailing them 90 days before tax season get here, so people are more ready, all right? And it creates opportunity for you to upsell because you can segment your client base on HighLevel, and they can automatically get some personalized messages based on what they are. So let's say they're business clients, they can get bookkeeping offers. They're high income clients, they can get tax planning consultation. They're self employed, they can get quarterly estimate tax reminders. They're in real estate, doing like landlord entities, right? They can get structuring education on entities, right? So you're no longer just a tax preparer, you are officially a full service advisor. And that is super valuable if you want to build a business long term. All right, so we talked about the three top system you can have. Now, one thing we got to talk about is once you have this thing running like it should, we need to talk about the creative strategies to make this thing work the way it should, right? So I'm going to share with you two specific creative strategies that I believe can really take this to the next level, okay? So to do that, right? To get those creative strategies, you got to think about your business. You got to get everything else that I've already mentioned. You got to get those set up first because if you don't, you're not going to really maximize the use of those creative strategies. And I think, in my opinion, that's probably going to be the best part because not a lot of people are using those strategies, y'all. So if you're ready, what I want you to do is turn the page or grab another piece of paper because we're going to go down and literally talk about those specific strategies that I think that can really change your tax business. I haven't heard too many people, actually, I haven't heard anybody talk about those. So to me, these are game changing. All right. So let's get the ball rolling. Strategy number one is the IRS interaction tracker. You hear that? You're like, okay, what is that? Well, this is next level because in HighLevel, you can tag clients based on keywords like IRS letters, audit notice, right? CP12, I mean, CP was a 2000, uh, penalty, payment plan. So when a client message you about anything IRS related, they automatically get tagged, right? So now you know, okay, this is a potential IRS issue. So I want to be able to not only notify my VA, they get that automatically by HighLevel, but what to do next. You either get an automatic education sequence from your portal that you've already built out. Okay. You updates to IRS support needed, offer paid IRS solution resolution service. This system alone can turn random clients' problems into predictable revenue stream for your business. All right. Just that alone, you have another stream of revenue. Just focus on the IRS piece because you can set up the system in place. And then the second strategy is it's a refund status explainer AI bot. So tax clients seem to ask the same questions every year, right? So why not create some type of AI bot that can answer those questions for them? What's my refund timelines? You know, IRS processing delays, right? Accepted versus approved. How to check the refund portal. What to do if it's delayed. So instead of them asking you these questions, you can have an AI bot in HighLevel, right? A chat bot that can answer this question 24/7 without you lifting a finger. All you got to do is put the knowledge base in there. This reduces support volume by up to 80% and position your office as a modern client-friendly tax firm that is also AI friendly. So you like cutting edge, right? So think about this. If you have all this going and then you place a virtual assistant from our team to set up all these systems, and on top of that, the VA helps remove all the operational burden. So you're not trying to do all this yourself. You focus on being the tax expert. The VA handle one piece, the HighLevel handle the other, and that's how we want to be able to help you. So if you're interested in that, there's a link below to get a 30-day free trial of HighLevel. Plus, you can book a strategy call with our team where we can provide the VA to set up the system and the VA to help you manage when all those systems are set up. So take advantage of this, grab it below. Can't wait to see you inside. Cheers.